Hello there. Wild Silas appeared. How are you today this fine evening? Yes, I am doing very well, thank you. Hello there. Well, I just said that. I'm tired. I'm very tired right now. And let me tell you why. Because, okay, we had a very busy day last night at the theater with the release of, what was it called? Bourne Legacy. Why are they calling it the Bourne Legacy if Bourne has very little to do with it? Why not call it, like, the new guy identity, whatever his name is? Hawkeye. The Hawkeye identity. People would know what's a reference to. People will understand it's a continuation of that prior trilogy. Why not? That would be so much easier to understand. That would be so much better, because they would at least pretend like they have a new project. I mean, I wish that they had done that, you know? It's sad. But yeah, not only did we have to like stay there all the way up to midnight, but somehow my iPod's memory completely reset while it was in my pocket. I don't know how it happened. It never left my pocket when I got to work, but when I got off work, there was no memory to it. It was so utterly bizarre. I know what it takes to reset an iPod. I had one of those old generation iPods, but that'll have to wait after this cutscene. Motherfucker!
Hurry, Juliet, get in! Rosalind! I was worried about you. Are you okay? Yeah, I guess. This stupid bus broke down, but I fixed it.
Hey, Rosalind. Nice meeting you up close.
How did you fix the bus, Rosalind? Just last week, you had to take your car to the shop because you didn't know cars needed oil. How could you know how to...
Rosalind, where are we going?
Rosalind? Hey. What the heck?
We're headed towards. You're great.
Where the hell are you?
Oh, Sister Juliet and Brother Nick. Let's travel to the land beyond the doors of perception. Step outside the boundaries of your mind. Lose yourself in the eternal, collective unconscious. And rot.
Listen, lady, why don't you try using some deodorant? Because honestly, you smell like shit.
This one was just as insolent.
Rosalind!
Now, open your heart and let my music guide you into the world of everlasting peace and rot and hell.
But anyway, outside of my iPod troubles, that was pretty much all I wanted to discuss about that. But now let's talk about this boss fight. And to be fair, this is probably one of the better ones in this game. I mean, it was okay for what it was worth. I think it was a pretty good one. I mean, the only problem that I really have with it is it gets quote unquote repetitive. And you will laugh at that once you know what I'm talking about that, once you know what I mean. And I'll show you in a bit. After the next cutscene, it'll explain. Actually, during the cutscene, it'll explain. But, yeah, this boss in particular is pretty okay. Although it does have to work with the launcher a lot. And you guys know how many problems I have with the launcher, how it's secretly out to destroy me and my reputation as a gamer. And I still don't comprehend why it takes 2 chainsaw attacks to actually kill one, or to kill a boss zombie, when it didn't work the first time. If it works the first time, if it doesn't work the first time, why does it work the second time? Anyway, cutscene. Be back in a minute.
One truth becomes two truths become
See what I mean by repetitive? I'm so funny. I'm so clever. Oh, and these things in particular, the thing that you see running towards me that I'm running away from, the treadmills, stupid, tractors, the tractors that are going towards me, that one that just run me over, when I first played this boss, I had no idea that I could shoot them while they were on the bus. The fucking bus. But, oh yeah, that was something I did want to talk about, was like the circular bus, stage thing, whatever the hell you want to call it. To me, I don't know, it's a nice thought, but the whole if you play this boss fight with your sound turned all the way up, you'll just hear your shoes going against the metal, going clank, 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 and it's annoying as all hell. But for what it's worth, like, I love the background to this. It's very psychedelic, very hippie oriented. Unfortunately, I never knew any hippies of my time. I never had any relatives who were hippies. All of my relatives that were in America... Oh, and by the way, there's pointless bubbles of pain that you get trapped into. I don't know what to define it as, but anyway. All of my relatives were conservative white trash hicks from Texas, so I've got nothing to say on the whole hippie movement other than it didn't affect me. I mean, I was born way past the 80s era, the era that thought it was the 50s while listening to heavy metal. Let's see. But I love the 80s. I wish I was born in the 80s. It's a random trivia about me is that I wish. Anyway. Keep saying anyway. It hurts. It hurts me now that I know that I'm saying it all of the time. And luckily we see a comeback of the chicken hydra, as you can already tell. And that was pretty creative in its own right. And what else is there to say? I don't know. To me, it seems like at least the hippie lady had some build up, unlike Jimmy Urine's character, who was just like, "Hi, I'm Jimmy Urine. Bye, I'm Jimmy Urine." Blah. God, I could go on and on about how much I hated the anticlimactic moment of his character's death. But I think this cutscene will do and interrupt me just in time, so stay tuned for that.
one truth become two truths become see the truth before your eyes. The gates.
And we are back with some more of that stuff, that good old-fashioned stuff that you love so much. That video game stuff. This part is just confusing. I'm not sure if any of these, like, I tried to find a pattern in between those fireworks. Why are there fireworks? Oh, look at the background changing. That is a beautiful touch, I must add. Those butterflies were attacking me? I don't even know what's going on anymore. But, look at all that background. I'm sorry, but during this entire boss fight, I was distracted by the backgrounds changing colors and shapes, and it was all very beautiful, very aesthetic. I'll give it oh my god, it's a hand. And I always had a problem with those like eyeballs things when I was a kid, whenever you would see a whole bunch of eyeballs pressed against a wall. I don't know, it just seemed very weird. And here I am, screwing up, pressing that one button that always seems to get me. And that was one thing that I wanted to bring up, was something completely different. And you know what I meant by repetitive? I sort of meant the many versions of her, and I kind of didn't. I'm annoyed by the fact that there are several health bars instead of anything really decent in terms of having a strict bar, a strict specific amount of health that you can get her down to. It just seems like if you don't kill the right one, it's like, well, too bad, you're dumb. Here's some more guys that you have to kill, and I guess I ended up having to kill every single one before I got to the original. That's beautiful. I'm not sure if it happens every time. Maybe it does. But I'm not going to replay the game to find out, because I am too lazy, and I don't like the game that much. So, now we're about to finish her off in the exact same way that we tried to finish her off before, except this time it works for some reason. And there is our achievement, everybody. Hooray! So that'll be all for this episode. Stay tuned for a cutscene, and I'll see you next time. Stay wild.
Choke on your Birkenstocks, you psilocybin munching moron!
Heavy. Peace out. Way out. Vita reggae from the Fario Coepto.
Whoa. We've been here the whole time.
Rosalind? She's not here.
Hey there, Juliet. Are you ready to boogie woogie?
Who is this?
The one you ain't gonna level up on.
Why are you pretending to be Stephen Hawking?
I got the freaky little super freak right here.
Get your hands off of me, you zombie pedo! Juliet, don't worry about me.
If you want your sister back, baby, you need to win a game with me. Make your way to the Poultry Fun Center. I can't wait to party with your crew like it's 1983.
It's a trap, Juliet. We can't just rush in there alone.
We don't have any other choice, Nick. Who's gonna help us?
Hey, baby.
Daddy!
Mr. Starling?